everybody, it's Wednesday. You know what that means. Yes, that's right. It's time for Sarcastic Distractions, the interesting podcast for interesting people. Featuring, as always, the Gentleman Society of Podcasting. Myself, Harvey.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
Yeah, unfortunately, he's going to join us in this episode.
I want that reaction every time someone says my name. That's what I want. My heterosexual life mate, Dave.
Yellow.
Parkour! Michael, parkour! Parkour! Extreme! Parkour! Parkour!
Oh my God. The ever-loving, ever-climbing AJ.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm! Wait. Everybody calm
Is this the
down!
fire episode?
Yeah.
That was such a good one.
Oh,
The one
so
where
good.
Dwight lights
Yeah,
the
he
fire
lights
to
the fakey fire.
Yeah.
prove to everybody that they should have paid attention.
Exactly. And I got to say, that's exactly how you handle emergency situations, no matter what's going on.
Fucking calm.
Stay fucking calm!
And the important thing is, when you share that with others, you have to yell really loudly, everybody stay calm!
That's right.
That's what she said.
Just make sure everyone's, calm.
And you do that by yelling
it.
really loudly and
That's
be
right.
frantic
It's true.
and jump
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
It's true. It's very true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Health and safety teaches this to you.
Yeah,
To you.
that's what we're talking about today, right? Health and safety, right?
Yeah. Well, no.
No.
No. We're having our first distracting discussion of 2024 of the year of our Lord.
Episode 150.
This is episode 150.
Episode
Yeah.
150.
Happy
Wow,
150,
really?
guys. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we made it to 150.
Nice.
Not
All the
bad,
way.
not bad. All the way here.
All the way here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Here's to another.
We came
150.
around the mountain.
We did. We came around the
when
mountain.
we came.
When we came.
But why would 150 be
That
around the
song
mountain?
is-
disturbs me.
It is pretty disturbing.
Coming round the mountain when they come.
It's all an algorithm
yes,
for
she'll be
sex.
coming when she comes.
Of course.
True.
Yeah.
But do we need to announce this to children? Is
Yeah,
the
in a
question.
non-sexual way. Agreed.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Wait, what?
But yes,
Yeah.
that song always just really confused me. And
Well,
sure.
because
It
I
threw
think
me
in
off.
the context, it wasn't intended to be that way. It's like when I hear people
It's-
talk.
As far as you're concerned,
Well, as far as I know,
As far as you
as
know.
I know, you are right.
I didn't know that you were a major in the history of children's.
I'm the
music
major
and
in everything that
literature.
I feel I'm the major in. Because
That's fair.
I major.
Major
Yeah,
asshole.
he's a major asshole for sure.
Well,
but he's also majors in confidence, and I think that's
it's a
what gets him through
well-maintained
most of it.
asshole. So
That's true.
That's true. You do groom it.
I groom it well. It's important to do, especially as you get older. You do have to kind of, just clean
Dave's
it.
the,
Yeah.
Dave's the
Yeah.
reason that bleach stocks went up.
That's right. He's the sole contributor.
Yeah, I never grokked that one, I will admit. Yeah,
It's too painful.
yeah.
Anyways, this distracting discussion is off to a wonderful start.
Well, it is.
Talk about
That's what-
150.
That's what a distraction suggestion is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do? List 150 topics? Or
Oh, God. Yeah,
well, we shouldn't do
Let's
that.
do
We
that.
literally just got through 150 topics.
Yeah, we did.
Right.
We listed them weekly.
Literally weekly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, it is, and I think even mentioned here, it's starting to get to that fun part of, have we talked about this? Have we
That's
talked
true.
about
We've
it?
had a couple of those
We
conversations.
have.
But for the most part, we're good. And
Yeah.
and the things that I think we have repeated, there's been new information.
Well,
to us on.
nuances as well,
Exactly.
more extended in certain areas. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So
So,
that's
certainly,
Did you hear about this? Did you know about this? Speaking of stuff we've talked about.
Parkour!
and-
Parkour!
Sorry, the excitement got me.
you're
you
not allowed
needed
to
to jump
touch that
around.
button.
You needed
Sorry.
to jump around the room for a minute.
That's right.
No, remember we talked about the Mandela effect?
Yeah, of course.
Do you remember?
No,
Yes.
No.
No.
Well, so there's this girl.
yeah,
who-
she's named Mandela.
No.
Okay. That'd be
She
coincidental.
because we talked about the whole Fruit of the Loom thing, how everybody thought there was a cornucopia, but there was apparently no cornucopia.
Right. Which I
Well-
still see in my brain, by the way.
Well, get this. Listen to this. Did you know about this? She had the same problem, only worse. Like she went to like therapy and shit for it. Like it was an obsession of hers. Like she remembered clearly that there was a cornucopia.
Okay.
Went through like somebody's closet, one of her friends or something like that. Finally found a shirt, Fruit of the Loom, that had the cornucopia.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude. So there's this theory, this conspiracy, quote unquote theory, that the Mandela effect is a giant experiment to see if they can effectively erase history. They, quote unquote.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Those that control us all.
Yeah, it's the conservative NDPs.
Fuckers. Those
Bastards.
fuckers. It got us again.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But yeah, so
That is
and
it.
she actually found like it was on a shirt.
Well, like I was willing to whole hog go on the whole we shifted dimensions and that's why we remember whatever.
Oh, okay.
Because there's just no evidence either way. But now that we got possibly some sort of physical evidence of
There's
this,
one potential possibility.
I don't know. It's just
glitch in the matrix. Or-
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I just don't know what it means. Why? Like, why would you do that? Why would you go? Like, who the fuck would want to go and just erase history? Like, why would you do that?
Oh well, we do it.
Yeah, we do it, but like, why would it be there? Why would there be a concerted effort to do it from like a top down?
To try and get
thing.
people to think and act the same way, because then you can do
Oh.
more against and have
Yeah,
people follow.
I
Now
guess
that's
that's
at
how
a
you
different
get-
level, but it happens.
That's how you get to 1984, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, it's
Big
also
Brother and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
sure,
you also have to remember, it's always the people that won the battle get to write the history, right? So
Fair. The history is run by the
Yeah.
winners. That's
I like
true.
to think that we're somewhat better at it
Written.
these days, but again, internet. Well, that's just it. Internet. You get.
Well,
You know what the worst part is? We've got conflicting issues. We have one news source that's telling us one thing,
Yes.
and then we have everybody else that can just open up their cameras and shoot it.
It's not a universal news. Unfortunately, if you had that again, you're going back to everybody being
Yes.
controlled and told the
Right.
same thing.
Yeah.
But
Right.
you're right on the hand of like, there's not a universal file type,
Right.
per se.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
every thing uses MP3s. MP3s can be played on multiple different things, and
Right.
it's almost like a universal way to distribute and share
USB
music.
being the big
right?
format these days. Yep.
So yeah, there's none of that, and there can't be
No objective truth anymore, or objective.
No, you have to look at
pointed
all the
thing.
different perspectives, and I've
Sure.
probably mentioned before. From my perspective, I will listen to people and go, "Oh, that's nice. Well, what do you think?" I truly have no experience in that world.
Right.
Well, the problem
What do
is
you mean?
people believe the bullshit perspective sometimes.
Yeah.
For sure, 'cause it's
right?
more entertaining, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be not even bullshit, it's just if I haven't personally experienced, been, or truly done an investigation across multiple sources, I honestly
You're
don't
not
have an
an
answer.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
If I've read a headline, I know everything about the subject.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think, yeah.
especially on Facebook.
Especially on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah. All I need is a headline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though I have to admit, and this is going back 10 years, a couple of guys I work with, we went and had a Friday, whatever. And when the dude's checking his phone, we're making fun of him. What are you doing? He goes, and he said the headline. We all started laughing, and we started to play a stupid game where we would just yell headlines that we truly found on the Google
Oh,
at each other.
that's a fun
and
game.
then we would argue about it randomly.
I've actually
It was
wanted.
actually a really good night. Now
Can
I'm
I
gonna do
just say
again.
that? I've actually thought of doing that for an episode where we just pull headlines randomly out of wherever, and then we just discuss the headlines.
Yeah.
Because it'd just be fun.
Yeah.
So that's fun that you
Really?
guys did that.
And you know
That's
what?
Really cool.
Oh yeah, and that's forever ago.
Yeah.
You know what though? We really should do this. We are experts, and so our discussion on those
That's
headlines,
true.
I'm
Agreed.
sure.
We have a
Agreed.
podcast.
We
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
podcast, so we're experts.
So we're experts.
Instantly. Yeah. Exactly.
That's one of the.
I think this makes us journalists, right?
No,
Well, how many hours is 150 episodes?
At
150
least 150.
hours?
Well, but we've got like 2 hours and 40-minute episodes. You know, what I mean?
Right.
Like we're all over the place.
yeah.
And we're not at 10,000
I would
hours
say
yet, though?
no.
No,
We're
no,
probably. I'd be comfortable with saying we're probably like the 170 hour mark.
Yeah, I would just say 150 because then we're good no matter what.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, just average it at 150.
Why would we try and make it?
I don't know.
Well,
You're
we
right.
might be 150 episodes. We're probably 160 hours just for everybody out there.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
probably. Do the math.
Yeah, I'm sure we could probably go to the internet and look it up. But
Yeah,
fuck
but
it.
you know what? The internet lies to us.
That's true.
No,
it could be a conspiracy. Them trying to erase our history.
Exactly.
Did you hear about this? Did you know about this?
Maybe.
I was unaware. I was in school. I wasn't a maths person.
Okay.
So I kind of just remained to the Celsius end of the thermometer.
Okay. You didn't bother Fahrenheit and try
No.
to do the conversion?
No,
bit?
no, no,
All right,
no.
yeah. I mean, it was tricky back then without a Google.
But I didn't know that 40 degrees Celsius and 40 degrees Fahrenheit are the same temperature on the thermometer.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
So at that point, temperature just doesn't math anymore.
Right.
It just
This is
stops mathing.
It just stopped mathing.
It's just like there's a conversion for all the other numbers except for 40.
Well, no, you still run the conversion. It's just the answer's the same.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
But that doesn't. There has to be a times 0 in there somewhere, right?
Well, here's the thing, and this might pardon me for being ignorant. I never said anything ignorant in this podcast before.
No.
Well, I'm more surprised by the part
Because we're experts.
Trying to something new this year,
Actually, you're right. Shit.
He's that's his resolution.
That's
He's
right.
Pardon himself.
That's part of myself. Pardon the
It's
heart.
like saying no offense. Right?
That's right.
Yeah.
It gets me through pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Pardon me, bud. You're a
No
piece of
offense,
shit.
but you're ugly.
That's right. Yeah.
Pardon me, you're ugly.
No, and again, because Celsius is obviously what we learn here in Canada first and whatever. Celsius makes sense to me because 0 is being freezing.
Oh,
Right?
yeah, because 0 is like your base.
Fahrenheit
base point.
does not.
No, it doesn't.
But maybe if you that's what you learned first, it does make sense. But it does. It does. Logically, it doesn't. I don't know why it would be
here in Canada. When you weigh or are going to buy something, what do you think in your head?
Pounds.
Yeah.
You don't think metric at all.
That's true. No
but
metric.
yeah,
It's all imperial.
Yeah.
Kilograms.
Same with height.
Grams and kilograms.
Distance,
but then
though,
when you're,
I think
but then when you're
kilometers.
buying weed, it's grams.
It is grams and ounces.
And then once it goes past a certain amount of grams, it's a pound or a half a pound.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. But to be fit, that's a weird scaling system. I don't know how that came.
Or
to
like
be.
we use feet, like you're,
how do you go from
4'2",
like
and
grams?
but then things are kilometers away.
Yes,
it's true.
That's what I always found funny. But I have to admit, you asked me what my height is in metric. I honestly don't know.
Oh, I know
the
now.
The only reason I know is because of my driver's license.
I know now because I ended up measuring myself last year or two.
We're talking about your height of your entire body.
What, not my penis?
Not your penis.
Okay. All right,
the height of your penis?
Yeah, the height of it.
Isn't that girth?
Yeah. Well, the girth is there too.
I lie down on my back while
That's
I measure.
right. Of course, yeah.
Because that way I can measure from my anus.
It's a tip. That's right.
I hear Chris is shaped like a tuna can.
Well, it is shaped like a tuna can. Yeah. Like flaccid.
Well, okay.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. More like
so hard.
It's like a Campbell soup can.
Oh,
it's
like a can of bush beans. You got bush beans under there.
That's right.
Oh,
yeah, Frank and Beans, baby.
That would hurt.
Where we go with that? Anyways, so I ended up seeing my height in inches and in feet. So it's just centimeters and feet.
Well, what I still found funny is when I was doing all the medical fund back in the 2-3 years, I have to go and get my weight every time I went in.
Right.
That's part of it. And I still find it funny. Yes, they would do the put it on for metric, write that down, and immediately switch it to pounds.
It's like, why?
Ask them to switch it to stones.
Yeah. Get all rig crazy on them.
Yeah.
No, excuse me, what's that in stone?
Yeah.
How many stone am I?
How many stone am I?
How many kilo?
How many kilo?
Yeah. No clues on those ones.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm always very confused when I hear that. I think 16 stones big. I think that's a lot.
It's funny when I hear you guys saying stones, I just think of the curling stones now.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah.
Oh, and I just have to say, so I've now been 2 weeks into this wonderful.
Oh, you are doing it?
Oh yeah, fuck it, yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, and I have to admit, it's one of those things that I'm really fucking enjoying it. Because it is really just a fun, relaxed. We're all there having a good time.
Yeah.
And other than one couple, it is just a random spattering of people.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So it's just a random spattering of people you would not normally like. The one kid's 23, I think.
Okay.
There's an old lady who is funny as shit. God, she's a funny bitch.
If you're ever wondering how to make friends when you're 40, apparently
go to the curling things.
There you go.
Yeah. And it's getting to, like, I've only been there 2 days, and by the end of the second one, 2 evenings, I should say. Yeah. By the end of the second one, we're all saying bye, have a great night, see you next week. That fun. Yeah, sure. That's first cool. When we're all together, it's, you can hear a pin drop. But I have to admit, I'm very happy. It's one of those things I'm excited. I'm going to be disappointed when it ends in March.
Oh,
yeah.
That's cool.
But I think I'm going to try to sign up in the new year because apparently, they even have a weekend day where you can go out and it's kind of just you show up and you curl.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
I know it's only been 2 weeks. Do you find yourself improving at all?
Yeah, so
like any noticeable differences in your technique?
I have a bit more. So it's a lot slower than what we did that lovely evening.
Yeah,
because that evening we basically 2 seconds of learning and we just started throwing.
Yeah, you're pretty much going through like a week's worth in.
Well, that's just it. We haven't actually even done a true curling game yet. It's been the balance. At first, I
haven't played a match.
Yeah, we have not played a match.
Called curling matches.
We did one of the most silliest things that I struggled with, which is I forget the actual name of it, but instead of curling all the way down the rink, you would start from your start box and you would actually just try to push the rock into the circle right in front of you to have some sort of mini game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's fun.
I suck at that. It's funny. I kept throwing them short. So I'm like, I'm going to be the blocker because there's a rule that if you pass the line, you lose a point automatically. The whole point is to try to put as many rocks in the center as possible.
Yeah.
And it was just, I struggled so much about it.
Oh.
So the computer's going to restart in 3 minutes.
It wants me to tell it, hey, don't do that. So I have to go over and tell the computer, hey, don't do that.
Yeah, you have to.
Still good.
Yeah. So
Okay,
everybody, AJ's not leaving. He's simply pushing a button. He has exactly 2 minutes, 12 seconds.
You know, the funny thing is, no one would ever have known that AJ had to deal with this until we talked about it. So, I love that you're being so considerate to be like, hey, everybody, just so you know.
AJ is making sure that we can continue to podcast reliably as you expect of us. It would be almost as weird as if we did 3 intros and you didn't get to hear 2 of them.
That's right.
That never happens. That never happens. Chris is perfect every time.
I never mistake on anything.
Yeah.
Professionals, true professionals.
True, yes. But yes,
True.
so by the time I'm done my curling lessons, I expect to be a professional in that one as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm really happy you're sticking this through.
It was good.
Like ice darts in a way.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it definitely is like ice darts. It's very much like shuffleboard too.
Oh yeah, shuffleboard.
Though I will admit, and this is just a Daveism. So I am so used to 10:30 bedtime.
Sure,
like, I'm used to this on my body, and so the way it works is it's 1 week we start at 6, end at 8. The next week we start at 8, end at 10. Oh, I got home at like 11. I was
Sleepy Dave.
Oh yeah. Walked in the door, brushed the teeth. Yeah. But it's just one of those amusing things. So I decided, you know what? I only have, I think, 3 or 4 lessons at that time. So I might just take the next day off. Fuck it.
Why not? Eh? Yeah. Curling's fun.
It is. I highly recommend
How's
everybody.
your dodge ball?
Well, that's the thing. So we have a new season starting.
You got kicked out, didn't you?
No. The thing is, not all of
people.
my team is coming back. So, and we had a lot of fun together. They were really fun to play with. Shout out to the Dodgy Ballers.
What the hell?
That is funny on so many different levels.
I know. That's why I didn't fuck with the name. They did it themselves. I'm like, yeah,
how the hell much money does it cost to play dodgy ball?
It's not terribly much. It's like maybe I think it's $750 a team. So, and I think you can have about 9 on the team. So divide that $750 by 9. So we're roughly
it's like 32 cents.
Oh yeah,
about 80 bucks, 80-ish bucks for the season.
Oh, 750. I think.
Yeah,
it's just
750. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Which that's pretty much paying for your, where they're renting out and
Right.
the equipment, all that jazz. So, anyways, so that's roughly what it works out to be. But a couple of our teammates, one's basically going to be an indie player, so she's going to play with a bunch of other teams.
Oh,
And the other one's not coming back. And then my main guy is there. He's going to be working the whole time. I love the other dudes too, so I'm gonna work it out in the next week or so.
maybe I'll come throw some balls.
Yeah, you should. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I have to admit, I remember doing it, and it was a lot. The only thing that irritated the F out of me back then was it always switched schools.
Yeah, it's not going to do that this time. If it's not going to be the one school they're at now, it's going to guaranteed be the other one, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the one there. The only thing that irritates me is 2 things.
I love about you, Chris.
The only thing
is 2 things. One, there's 2 refs, and I'm not saying like they're bad people, but they're not the greatest at refereeing. They're very distracted by other things.
Okay.
And it just pisses me off because like you have one fucking job and you're not doing great at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like come on, you're refereeing a fun dodgeball
I know,
game.
but just like if we're here for fun, let's have fucking fun for real. With rules, anyways. And then the other thing are the people that cheat. Like I don't understand why you cheat.
Why you got cheat?
I don't get it. I just thought it's like to me, it's like cheating in solitaire. You hit me. No, I didn't get hit. And it's like so those combination of things. That's the one thing that pisses me off. I can handle shitty reffing. I can handle cheaters, but together, fuck it. Like, anyways, but it's not enough to throw me off playing.
Well, that's what I was saying too, and I mean this nicely because to me, that's a lot like my curling. Mind you, we're not at that level. We're actually competing yet, but it's one of those things. You're just there for fun. So
I know, and that's where I go with the mindset. And and that's the
as
thing.
long as you're not being targetedly
the team
shit
that
on.
I play with, we have a lot of fun. We have more fun than every other team, right? Because we're just there to goof off.
Yeah.
Just have fun.
Yeah.
So that's why I like doing it, right?
Yeah,
if I'm doing it with those kind of people. But then it's just annoying to see people fucking cheat.
Do you win trophies though? Are there
I did not
trophies?
win, but there was a trophy.
Are there
yes.
medals?
There was a trophy given out to the winners.
Are there participation ribbons?
No, don't believe there are. Did not get one.
No, I'm not. No.
No, to be
No.
honest, I'm happy to hear there would not be no participation.
No, I'm not playing.
right?
No. There was a winner and a loser.
No,
That's how it
I
went.
need to be acknowledged for being there. Just
Yeah.
being there, yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll get you
No.
patted.
I need
Dumper.
my cookie.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Not that I can say anything because I remember getting the participation badge when I was like 6 years old. So
I know, but I always felt I remember that too because I remember running cross country and track and all that shit as a kid, and you get the participation ribbon, and I was like, okay, great, but it's not first place ribbon,
Right.
so I don't care. You know what I mean? Like it's like one of the things.
Yeah.
Like I'm not
Yeah.
hanging it up with
no,
my shit.
I
my
never
memorabilia.
understood why do it.
Exactly, it never made sense to
Why
me.
do it? Kids know.
Yeah, exactly.
We all knew.
But
Yeah.
like whenever I placed on something, like I'm sure if you guys ever placed on something, like, wow, that's a big deal. If you get like a third place or second place.
Yeah.
I
first
did
place,
place
whatever.
on the missing the most classes and failing the, the funniest one. I placed on that regard.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
if they had a trophy for not going to school,
yeah, I know. I won that too.
I definitely would have.
You would have beat me on that one as well. I
They
will
do
say.
actually. They do have a trophy. It's not letting you come back. That's the
Yeah.
trophy that they.
Yeah,
give
you
out.
kind of got
I
that
did
one.
kind of get
yeah,
that.
you kind of
but,
got that one.
That's all
Yeah.
good. I made it all work.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, we're talking about the thing.
Who knows?
Oh yeah, so I remember winning a couple of placing whatever, and I was proud of those. That was cool. What the fuck are participation? I don't know why they even give them out.
Yeah.
I don't even care. You know, it's like, oh, thanks
I
for
don't
showing up. Is it just because we spent
To make-
money?
to
You
make-
got to spend that money on something
To
Is
make
that the reason?
coddled children feel good.
I guess so. I mean, I don't know. I just felt like, okay, I didn't win. I better improve. And then I realized, oh shit, I'm in a sea of monsters. I'm just a little guppy.
Yep.
It's a little guppy. These guys are fucking like this is their life. This
That's
is
why.
it.
That's why I stopped playing hockey. I
Yeah.
played hockey for like 2 years,
Oh,
3
yeah,
years
yeah.
or something like that, and
Really?
it
I
just
didn't know
wasn't.
this.
It just wasn't. This was when I was a small child.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it just wasn't.
yeah.
Like you were just saying, like everybody was more. Yay,
Hardcore.
hockey! And I
Yeah.
was just like, I know people who play hockey, so I
Yeah.
was gonna hang out with them,
Mm.
Yeah.
They're too hardcore.
but it's no fun.
Yeah, I have to admit, for me, like my dad tried to get me into hockey, and I hated that season. Like he was such. And you know what, Dad? If you're listening to this, we can certainly have a chat again about this. But my God, he just made me feel like, I did not want to do it again. Then he got me into soccer, did the same thing.
Yeah.
Which pretty much blocked me from ever wanting to do any sports at all.
Yeah. It only takes a couple of moments, really.
Oh.
That's it.
I did.
you know?
I did baseball as well.
Yeah.
and no.
No, there you
Yeah.
go. Me,
Yeah.
it was track and it was soccer as well. And I had a
Yeah.
moment like, all right, I just
Yeah,
want to play.
I figured out why. Yeah, no, the fact that I don't sports.
Yeah.
It
Well,
just
and I don't
isn't-
really sports
Isn't my
either.
thing.
Yeah.
Which is real shitty because you clearly appreciate the sport, but
Yes.
you didn't stick with it
Yeah.
because of all the bullshit that came with
wasn't
it.
It was maybe all the bullshit. Yeah, but it just I don't know. I'm not competitive like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm just not.
Well, that's-
I don't care.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm liking about the curling right now. Because again,
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
going to be going there to win. And one thing
No.
I really like is so because of the one thing about starting at the 8:00 is I got to see the people ahead of me, and they're competition, ladies league.
Oh yeah.
So they're trying to win.
better fuck those bitches.
But they're
up.
all laughing. They're having a good time. Like it's
Sure.
not, it reminded me so much of when I was in the pool league.
Oh,
The only
yeah,
time
yeah,
we
yeah.
really, I would call it, battled in the pool league
Yeah.
is when we were doing that last day where it was the winner actually got $1,000-ish.
Got you.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
You really hustling.
And that was the only time that people actually were. And even then, nobody was a jerk.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we knew we weren't going to win.
So
we
you're
drank
not
a
in
lot.
the hurry hard phase of curling yet.
So not yet. We're in the just getting the release. How to start. Yeah. Yeah, we're still just in the initial, making sure we step on the ice properly, follow the rules, throw the rocks, get the right process, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
So do you have a slidey shoe?
So I don't personally have one, but they have it's just different than what I remember. I remember actually clipping something to my shoe, but now
Yeah.
you just step on it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
like a little-
I remember it being like it was like a piece of plastic.
Yeah.
essentially that had like an elastic band.
That's
on it,
what I
and you just,
remember.
like slid it on
Yeah.
the end of
Yeah,
your
yeah.
shoe or whatever.
But now you just step on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Imagine almost like an insole, but I don't know, very smooth side.
Yeah, it works really
I know
well.
people had like fucking were into curling so much they actually had shoes.
Yeah.
that
So
were like that.
what's funny is I did join, but I joined the later one. So we're basically getting accelerated learning.
Mm.
The people that are before us apparently, and just listening to them and having those small conversations, a large number of them have actually went out and purchased shoes.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because it's apparently simpler, better overall, and they want to keep playing
Oh, yeah,
it.
I know people who had like fucking literal like broom closets, but they were curling brooms.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Or like broom ball.
Yeah, we don't do brooms
Brooms.
anymore, of course, but
Sure.
They're like little sponges.
yeah,
on
yeah,
it.
they're the sponges now.
Yeah.
It makes sense though, right? You want the right tools for the right job, right? So if you want to, play well, get the right shoes, right? Like you can
Oh,
go
yeah,
rock
yeah.
climbing
Oh yeah.
without fucking rock climbing shoes,
Yeah.
but having rock climbing shoes makes it way better.
You can go diving without a scuba tank, but you know,
Yeah,
Or even
I'll
better,
pass on
having,
that one.
having one makes you live.
for
Yeah.
sure, or even flippers. You know what I mean? Like you swim better with flippers.
Yeah,
I never have in
they're
a pool.
called dolphins.
Really?
I have to admit. Yeah, no, like when we used to play this.
What?
Good one.
Yeah, we'd have the flippers in the pools and shit like that with the kids and all that, and I would
Yeah.
try them on, and I do not get the flippers.
Really?
I'm sure I was using them wrong, but
Dave
yeah,
doesn't flipper.
It's one foot after the other. That's
I
all
don't-
I know.
You know,
yeah.
you know how like you kick your feet when you swim.
yeah,
You
but
do the
just
same
do the
thing,
same
but
thing with the
with
flippers.
pieces of rubber
it
on your
felt no.
Actually,
I think flippers are a lie, and you guys are part of this lie.
Oh, we're part
I'll
of
say-
the flipper conspiracy.
Yes,
we are.
you
Dude,
are.
That's the conspiracy he's in on.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
you
yeah.
go.
He's like, fuck.
Yeah.
That's what the elites
Flippers
want.
are just
The
there.
Flippers are bullshit.
Yeah, they are fucking bullshit.
Also, the same conspiracy against ski poles. I don't understand why we have those. I think that's all a joke.
Well, again, I've never actually been skiing.
It's practice.
I've only
okay.
ever been
It's
snowboarding.
practice.
Is it? Is
Yeah.
it? Yeah. For running the gauntlet as you try to get
Yeah.
past.
Yeah.
I always just thought they were defending against the Bears.
That's what I thought too. Honestly, because I remember going skiing. I've only been like maybe less than a handful of times, but using the poles, I'm like, what do I do?
No,
with them?
they help.
They're like, oh, they're for balance. I'm like, how?
Well, not even
Understand.
necessarily for balance. They help when you have to like I don't know get.
Push yourself
Yeah.
against
Oh,
the
okay.
top.
Yeah.
Honestly, I felt I did far better without them.
Well,
And-
because you can do the walk.
right.
Yeah.
But then obviously I jumped on the snowboarding, and then obviously
Yeah.
it was
It's one of those things that I'm sure we've
Obviously,
talked
you've
about.
Never done it again.
yeah, no, because it just felt right.
Yeah.
Like as soon as I jumped on the board, it's like, oh yeah, this makes sense.
Yeah. I have
Yeah.
to admit, even I like the snowboard.
Hell
I
yeah.
keep trying to convince myself to fucking go out and do it again. But
You should. You know who
uh,
goes out all the time? Shout out to him, and I'm gonna see if I can go with him this season. Mac Malcolm. He goes out all the time.
Yeah. Well, but that means he's really good at it. Like
Yeah,
I'm
he's
back
great.
in. I'm back in that. I'd be on the bunny hill.
So what?
I
Whatever.
would love you guys would probably come to this if it was the day before a podcast. You'd come in
Yeah.
here with ice packs and
Oh
fucking
yeah.
bottles of Tylenol and
You know, I would have like pushed back on
when you
that,
sit down.
except went
As we've gotten older.
I went for like a 20-minute skateboard ride. I don't know, what, like just before Christmas, and I felt pretty rough the next morning. I felt
Right?
hungover. I was like, "Fuck,
Yeah,
what the
man, I'm
hell,
telling
man?"
ya.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. It would not be comfy, but I know I would be okay on a board. That would
Yeah.
still be fun.
Yeah. I'd like to think I could be okay, but yeah, like I haven't done it, and
I
I
was
can't remember the last time.
Sure.
last
Gotta
time I
come
was
back to you
on
quick.
last time I was on a snowboard I was like 11 or 12
A couple days ago.
and I went over a jump and I tried to do a flip
Oh my
and I
god.
landed right on my head.
Nice.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I bet you that
And that
sucked
was
a
the
lot.
last time I was on a snowboard.
Oh man. Was that the
Yeah.
first time you were on a snowboard?
Yeah,
tickle it.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
First time I was on a snowboard was pretty much the last time I was on
That
a snowboard.
was that a time when helmets were cool or not cool?
No,
no,
the helmets
not
weren't even
cool.
like a whatever.
You're like, fuck that. And,
Helmets.
it's so funny too, skating now, and like young people want it. Sometimes I help some young people, and then they're like, okay, make sure to wear your helmet. I'm like, yeah, you gotta wear that helmet. Yeah, like, why aren't you wearing one? I'm like, I gotta go, bye.
Remember when we started rollerblading? You get the helmet and the elbow pads and the wrist pads.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
pads.
yes.
Wore those for like a day.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was
man.
like, fuck this. I need a fucking suitcase just to carry all
I
this
know.
shit around.
And like, let's be honest, it just weighs you down. Like,
yeah, right?
knee pads, I'll go for
You
it.
feel all awkward and like a robot.
If you're doing tricks and shit,
Oh yeah, be
yeah,
safe.
Be safe. Wear
And
helmets. Pads,
to be
if you
honest,
can.
if
Only
you
if you're
are
doing vert. If you're doing street skate, no.
Well, I do freestyle. Yeah, you don't want.
if
Yeah,
you're
you
doing-
don't. If you
can't
don't want
have
to look
that if
lame,
you're no,
you don't want to look lame when you do
Oh, you
freestyle.
right.
freestyle.
no.
No, I have to admit, like, and even one of the like, it's just if you're comfortable, then yeah, I agree. But
Yeah.
if you're a newbie, no, put the safety shit
Right.
on. Fuck.
You need to know what not to do. You can't
Exactly.
Well, no, I'm saying you can't have the padding to tell. If you fall on your knee, you're just going to rely on the padding.
Yeah.
And then when you stop using the padding, you fall on your knee. And you be a
No,
little
but if you're
bitch about
falling
it.
on your knee, you learn not to fall on your knee.
But if you have the padding on, you fall
then
on
you
your
don't
knee.
learn.
You don't learn. You don't care.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's no risk factor.
Well,
there.
if my children happen to be listening to this when we go skating, yes, I'll still make you wear a helmet.
You have to fail to learn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
with a
see your
helmet.
point, and like, fuck, because I think I agree a little bit more with AJ. Because here's the thing: yes, padding is good, but there's something to be said about pushing yourself to a particular limit, and
Oh, for knee
padding
pads,
and
wrist
helmets.
things? Sure.
But here's the thing: padding and helmets. Maybe not so much helmets, but padding for sure. It lessens that part of the pun blow if something does happen, right? Whereas if you take a scrape here and there,
When I was still trying to do the skateboarding thing, and if I ever happen to do it again,
You
I'll do
should.
the same thing. I put on a helmet.
oh, but yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Hell, when I'm riding
Yeah.
my bike, I have a helmet.
yeah,
I'm sorry, I like my brains.
I agree.
Even though they've done me wrong, but I
I
like
was
my
going to
helmet.
say,
wear a
Dave, you have to protect them a little more than some.
Yeah, mine are. Let's
we
be
have
honest.
to keep. We have to keep what's left, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got no
Can't
wind cells,
damage.
so
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
good. Yeah.
He smoked them all away.
That's right, exactly.
I've smoked them all away.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the last good one of us. So
Right?
Got to save
Yeah,
you.
not really. As we've talked about before, don't get me wrong. I do puffy puff. I have the odd chocolate with some shroomies.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I will admit it.
the odd
I'm an alcohol
marijuana
guy.
cigarette.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear you, buddy.
Yeah, I have to admit, I'm one of those annoying. Just oof.
Speaking of, I had a shroom episode a couple weeks back.
Just by yourself.
Yeah.
I hate doing shrooms by myself.
It's 'cause,
man.
like,
really?
I fucking hate it.
No,
I
it's like
prefer it.
Maybe I'd be okay if I was like,
I'm really
just a
trying
nibble
to-
on a chalky bar and just
Oh,
like,
that's true. Yeah,
but like having a trip.
yeah, I don't.
No,
yeah,
no, I can't do
generally-
that shit by myself, man.
Yeah, I generally try not to trip unless I'm having with the group.
Yeah.
yeah. No, I'm experimenting.
Oh,
So, anyways, it was fine. It was all good. I had an enjoyable time. But the thing is, I did work the next day, and I think I was still a little bit on shrooms.
Oh, probably.
Really?
Because I'm not. Yeah.
Probably.
What was going on
Really?
was I was doing shit and I was watching myself do the shit and I could not stop myself from doing the shit. And I'm like, Chris, what the fuck are you saying right now? You're at work.
oh, you're like the.
Oh no, maybe
Yeah.
that's why you got called into the office.
No,
maybe
this
because
had
you
nothing to do with it.
numbers.
No, no, it didn't. But I had to scale back a number of times. I'm like, ooh. Yeah.
I have to admit, and again, maybe it is quantity type. Those types of fun because my favorite thing is during the Christmas break. Yeah, woke up one morning, the kids were going out with grandparents. Shane had to go out to work, and so at like 9 o'clock in the morning, what did I do? I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna do some.
fucking right. Hell
So-
yeah.
9 o'clock in the morning, I go pop 2 pieces of my chocolate bar in. I can't tell the exact amount. I forget. But an hour later, I'm in a good place. About an hour after that, I'm basically just sitting.
Da-da-da-da-da.
By about 3 in the afternoon, I'm back.
Yeah.
See, that's how I want to do them now. I don't want to do them like I used to do them when I was a kid.
What,
man.
smoke him, you fucking crazy man?
Yeah, you never
Psycho.
smoke 'em.
Yeah, well, that
What the hell's
too.
wrong with you?
But like we used to set out to at least eat half quarter.
Oh,
wow.
At least eat 3.5
Bro,
grams.
that's beyond a hero dose.
Yeah.
No. Heroic dose is like 5 to 7, right?
I'd say a quarter would be pretty.
Yeah.
Man, my homeboy fucking Chuck apparently used to have like parties and they'd just have like bags of shrooms on the table for everybody. to-
Jeez almighty.
And I guess he's now
I mean-
like built up a tolerance.
Oh,
I
yeah.
bet,
So he has to eat either a lot or none at all.
God.
Yeah. And that's the
Wow.
other thing. I hear a lot about that, so I generally try just to. Yeah, I keep it low key. But the only time I get crazy is when I do my fishing trip. Then I will
Yeah.
admit I
Yeah.
do a lot of shrooms.
The chocolate bars, they make it so fucking easy.
Probably.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not much. It's
Because they probably don't actually taste like mushrooms.
No, they
No,
don't
they don't
really.
really, no.
You can
And
kind
you
of
don't
get the
have-
texture,
it's-
but
Yeah, a little
Oh
bit.
no, really? That's
No,
the worst.
not the
texture's
texture of the
worst.
mushrooms. It's like, I don't know how to describe
there's
it.
a texture.
It's not, you don't even know what it's
You
like.
know that there's something in.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Now they
exactly
might be
It's not
doing it
gonna
on
throw you off,
purpose to make sure that yes, we really truly put mushrooms in this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
though. Yeah, but like you said too, I do like
There will
that
be
where I'm there and then I come out of it. That was the first time I've had it where
it followed up.
Extended,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, actually, it did happen another time.
How
many,
much
many,
did you
many times
eat
ago.
though?
I don't know.
Enough.
Probably about 2 grams.
Oh yeah,
That's gonna be.
That'll have fun.
Yeah, you'll have fun.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I did like.
And that's one thing. I do find that when I'm high on shrooms, I can't sleep.
Yeah, it is
Oh, yeah.
trickier.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
agreed.
And
Agreed.
no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
I made the mistake one time, and I only did like one square of my fucking chocolate bar. I did it like 6 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah.
I didn't sleep till like 2 o'clock
Yeah,
in the morning.
no. Yeah,
Could
can't
not
sleep.
sleep.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
if I do pass out, I will wake up at like 3 a.m. and I will not go back to bed.
I've passed out once on shrooms, had some trippy dreams, man.
Yeah,
never
trippy dreams.
Actually, you
Never
know
done
what's funny? I have. This is fucking crazy. It's definitely because of shrooms. It has to be because I haven't done a trip in a while. I have been having dreams, some trippy ass dreams.
Oh, yeah?
And I haven't been for a bit. No, I haven't been remembering my dreams. I'm sure I'm having them, just not remembering them.
Yeah.
And I think it's probably because of
marijuana will do that.
exactly. Yeah. Which so whatever. But because of the shroom intake, I have been remembering my dreams. Like that's some fucked up shit. So I was like, all right.
I was having some pretty fucked up dreams when I wasn't smoking weed when I had the COVID.
Oh,
I
yeah,
remember when
yeah.
I hadn't smoked for like 5 or 6 days.
yeah.
Dude, I was having some weird.
Is that why we smoke weed just to keep the dreams away?
I think so,
I think
man.
so, man. Yeah.
'Cause holy crap, they were weird.
I rarely remember my dreams, and I have to admit, it's not likely because of anything. I just never really do.
Yeah.
Like I have had the odd wake up and it's right in my head type thing.
When
but,
you do shrooms, do you find did you remember them more?
I've never actually. I don't know.
Oh, well, there's your next.
Yeah,
fucking
there we
mission,
go.
Should you choose to accept it?
Well, I accept this.
All right, okay.
This is
Tonight.
this is for
we
education.
we
That's right.
expect a full report.
A full
Like, you know
report.
how we used to do it in science class, where you'd have like your theory and your
Oh,
hypothesis.
yeah.
And your
We
objective.
did it in science class.
I do remember
You know,
those.
like
I want-
every
I wanna-
fucking science
I want
paper
a
written in
report like that.
history.
yeah.
I want a report like that.
Yeah, okay, I gotcha.
All your we want all your work shown.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want a
so
full
we can
report.
yeah,
I want a
so-
bibliography as well.
I'll have to schedule this. I can't. I have to. I might have mentioned
Footnotes.
before. I have a big thing where if I'm doing that sort of fun, I like a empty-ish house.
Yeah, I got
AKA
you.
no
I got you.
children.
Yeah.
No, I feel you. Yeah. Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
mind
that's why I
being
don't
high
do
on
them
shrooms by
anymore.
myself. I don't mind it.
I didn't mind.
It is. I will say, like, I gotta. You doing it at 9:30 in the morning is amazing because there is like a courage gathering thing I gotta do.
Yeah,
Like probably about 3 or 4 days leading up to it. It's kind of like da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay, here we go. And it's like you basically comes down to this. This is the decision, Chris. You're gonna regret not doing it more than doing it. So do it.
Yeah.
So
we
it's
didn't-
like, okay.
we never had that chance back in the day because small town, right? So
Right.
Be like, you'd hear that shrooms were in town,
Oh yeah. And
and
then
then, and then you'd have to find out who had them.
oh yeah, because
That's
it
Right,
came.
so you had to
hilarious.
talk to this guy and then
That's
talk to that
amazing.
guy, and then
Guy.
so and so had them. Oh, he's all out, but him and other
Dude.
guy were the ones who bought them. So other guys got them, and then you go to other guy, and
This
he's
sounds
only
like a
got
plot.
so
We should put
many.
out a movie
He's only got
somewhere.
so many shrooms left.
Oh my god.
You know what it reminds me of though? Scott Pilgrim.
Oh yes, yes.
That is totally what. Now, Scott Pilgrim had nothing to do with drugs. I'm not
no,
trying to
no,
say that,
not at
but
all. No.
it just.
No. Oh no, we lost AJ's headphones.
My ears,
There we go.
Good.
my
Okay.
ears.
That's it.
But yeah, so
crazy.
there wasn't really time for courage gathering, and then you had them. So
Yeah,
it was like,
you had-
well,
yes,
might as well
like-
just do them.
Yeah.
Right.
For
Yeah.
me, the first time I actually really did them was when I went on a fishing trip, and the first 2 years, I never really did enough. I was too frightened.
Sure.
And then 1 year, I just decided, okay, you know what, you guys, and one of the fellas, I trusted him, was like, okay, I really want to enjoy this. What should I be doing?
Right.
And he gave me a good hand, and both styles of hands, by the way. And yeah, I have to admit, from there, plus the chocolate bars, like, they are measured cut. They are
Right.
This is exactly what you're getting.
Yeah, I don't trust.
Yeah, I'm not sure
I
how
don't-
much is you know
Yeah.
it's what, but it is a better measure than not. I
Well,
agree.
it's like
I
when you
agree.
buy a bag of gummies, though, and they're trying to tell you that every one of them is 25 milligrams. It's how?
Right.
How do you know?
Yeah.
How do you know that each one of those
I
is
trust the
25
one.
milligrams?
Yeah. Plus, I have like 4 chocolate bars right now in the freezer because I thought we were going to have like a super crazy one, but then 4 people didn't show up to our fishing trip.
Oh.
and,
Well, I guess we'll just have to use those for research for the episode that we
I mean,
do.
we
when
could
are
hunker
gonna-
down here for
Yeah, I think we
3
should.
or 4 hours.
I think we should. I think we should bring some old video games in. Just
watch
to
some trippy shit on
set and setting. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
if you want to really have fun, we can't record it necessarily as is.
Why?
Go out camping and do this.
Oh, we can record.
We can record that.
Yeah, we could.
You make sure you're trying
All
to
you
get
need
to
are
a
microphones
camping
and
spot.
batteries.
Yeah.
Try to
we
get
can
to
do
a
it.
camping spot where it's a little less busy. Because I'm telling you, one of the things I still love is just doing this on the fishing trip.
Yeah.
It just gets quiet. And it's only happened twice for us because of clouds and weather,
Yeah, fucking
the
weather.
stars.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good call.
Oh,
yeah,
my
yeah,
God.
yeah.
I know it's.
For sure. I do that.
Did I ever tell you about the time I did mushrooms and I laid in the field and then I watched dragonflies eat lines out of like bugs in the sky?
That's
Whoa.
awesome.
Every time a dragonfly would go by, there'd be like a line,
That is
That's
so
big.
because there was like
cool.
a whole bunch of bugs, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what I don't think they were like mosquitoes, but they were bugs. They were just like
Yeah.
little fly bug things.
Sure.
And we were laying in the grass. This was at Folk Fest in Winnipeg,
Good old folk fest.
and that was a fun day. But the mission to find shrooms was that day.
Oh,
And then we found them and we ate them and then so we were laying in like this grass field and there's all these just like bugs just dancing around. At least I think there were. And then the dragonfly would go by and then it'd be like a clear line. A whole bunch of bugs over here, but like a clear line, and then they just every time they'd go by. At least I think that's what was happening.
Okay. Yeah.
I know there were dragonflies.
All right.
Yeah.
That I'm
Somewhere
positive
there were
of.
dragonflies.
I'm positive there were dragonflies.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah, that was a trip.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think I've ever had a bad mushroom trip.
I haven't.
I have not.
No.
I was worried one time, but it worked itself out.
When I started, I think that's why I was
Mushrooms are
worried.
very
Yeah.
easy for me. I always had my superpower when it comes to being inebriated or intoxicated on something is being able to tell myself
Sorry.
Was that your stomach?
Yeah.
Jesus.
is being able to tell
Wow.
myself it's just the drug,
Right.
right? So like
Yeah.
when weird shit
Keep
starts
yourself
happening,
in
like,
that right mindset. Yeah.
because
yeah.
I've seen some pretty trippy shit on acid, but it's I always found it easy to tell myself no,
Mhm.
it's just the drug. It's just your mind has been altered by what you've taken.
Yeah.
the shit is not
probably
real.
got a pretty strong sense of self-awareness to be able to be like, okay, relax.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Well, 'cause
it's
I
just the
figured-
drug.
I figured out, and then again, it was a mushroom thing. This is the last time I did shrooms alone. Well, not did shrooms alone, but was high on shrooms alone.
Yeah.
I was sitting in my basement apartment over on 2nd Street, and I was looking at my Nirvana poster, and it kept like changing, but not like actually changing,
Sure.
obviously, but it
Maybe.
would just like kind of get smaller and then bigger and then
Yeah.
more depth. And then I figured out that the light outside was changing, and my eyes were super sensitive to the light because my pupils were probably fucking
Yeah.
huge. Right. So
Yeah.
the way I was perceiving the light changing was making the shadows change on the poster. It was, it was a trip, man. It was a
I
trip.
agree with you, and that's one thing I personally have enjoyed with shrooms specifically. Is really, it's like swimming in a pool. You can go out into the deep end for a bit, really just enjoy it. But when you need a break, you go back.
It's
Come
possible
on
to
back.
reel
Yeah,
yourself
yeah,
back
yeah,
in.
yeah.
You're
Even
still
at-
fucking high.
Sure, but you're right. Even at your peak, you can come back and be like, oh,
Well, you know you're high, so you can go back to the
Yes.
shallow end for a bit, and then when you're
I
feeling
concur.
comfortable, you go back to the deep end. That's one thing I do like about shrooms, and even marijuana.
Yep.
Alcohol, I meant like I'm good, but once I have that one drink, I'm fucking done.
Yeah, there's that turning point. There ain't no coming back.
There's a point
Yeah.
of no return for
For
sure.
sure.
Yeah, that's
for
one
sure.
thing with alcohol.
Yeah, no, agreed.
Bridget Fonda.
Yeah, the first time I got high was with some buds, and we went skating like right after. And that
Oh,
was
no.
no, it was great. It was wonderful.
I would have felt like a floppy Gumby noodle.
No,
Oh,
Yeah, especially first time. No.
it was great. But yeah, my buddy had a black light poster under black light, or a picture that I think he did himself, and
That'd have been a trip.
that was
That'd have
really
been a
that
trip.
same thing. I was seeing a lot of colors move. I'm pretty sure it smelt them too.
Yeah. I can taste
I'm
sounds,
confident.
man.
I'm confident. those
I've heard
smelling
that story.
colors.
That one does not happen to me. I have to admit.
Yeah,
I don't,
and
yeah.
but yeah, it was a really fun night. I don't know if I've been that high off shrooms since. Like you know what I mean? Like ever since then, I've been different kinds of high.
Well, there
but
you go.
not, You know
That's
what I
it,
mean?
yeah.
Not in the same. I don't know.
One thing I
Oh,
always
man,
found about
yeah,
shroom
yeah.
high specifically is it, in a lot of ways, depends on how you're also feeling, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I always have to be in a good mood.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have to
for
be,
sure.
Yeah,
I think for any drug.
Well,
weed.
and alcohol to a certain extent.
True.
Alcohol definitely. Weed, I can be in any mood.
Yeah,
Smoke
alcohol.
some
I have to
weed
admit, like if I'm in a
does what it
shit,
needs to do.
I hate myself, I hate the world, I hate everything. I have to admit, I go to alcohol. If
Really?
I'm happy, I love everything, I want to celebrate, I go to alcohol.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, see, no.
No, yeah. I'm not trying. I don't want to be a party pooper, but if I'm not in a good state, I do not drink.
No,
Because
definity.
I never
Definitely.
would not. No,
It
only
depends.
because
Definitely.
I mean my history, people.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That was a funny
So
fair
it's
enough.
like you got that reflection. I'm like,
So I have to admit, so when I describe this, if it's like, and I've been fortunate where the spots where I've been in, they're really just not good.
Yeah.
I would not drink in those. But if it's, I was thinking more of that, like at work, did a deployment, the fucking thing
sure.
exploded, got shit on for like
All
the
the
last
dumb
8
shit.
hours.
Yeah.
Shit that truly doesn't matter. But at that moment, I feel just
Yeah.
I will admit, even if I didn't have a rye in my house, that's one of those times I would go to the LCBO, pick up a Mickey, go home.
Yeah. No. Okay. From that. Yeah.
So that's more what I meant. If
hear
it's
you.
something worse, like other things that have happened in life, then
maybe
eventually, once I get past the actual challenge, sure, I'll probably win. But in the moment, no, even I wouldn't.
Still no for me for alcohol.
You're
It's
an
my
alcohol
go-to.
guy.
I'll admit
Yeah,
this.
I'm not a,
Yeah. It's not your jam.
it does make me feel gross. I don't like feeling gross.
Yeah.
I don't like doing things that make me feel
I'm
gross.
I'm definitely now at that. Fuck, I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm definitely at like alcohol in small doses stage of my life. I like it, but I there's no way I could do what we did back in the day.
I do less than I
No
used to.
way.
That's for sure. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I definitely. But I would say yes. I'm also one of those annoying people. Like I always go to a buddy's house. Hey, you want a beverage? Yeah. Or hey, I would make you a drink, and
Sure.
he'll pull out the whiskey bottle he's had for the last 4 years.
Right.
I'm not that guy.
I've got a bottle of Jack Daniels in my freezer that I've had since I moved into my house, which was like 8 years ago.
Damn, we should crack that open.
Fuck no.
You know why not?
I mean, it's probably fine.
Yeah, we should crack
Oh,
it
no,
open. It'll
Just
be
don't
perfectly
drink.
fine.
It's a single barrel.
Oh, yeah,
It's
we should definitely.
It's,
What are you
it's
doing?
not the cheap Jack. It's the good Jack.
I'm just saying. I will also happily help. You can smoke a marijuana. I would take on the
you
responsibility.
are more than welcome to have some of that Jack, sir.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I used to hate Jack, but then I learned to love it. It's good shit.
I've always been a Jack fan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind Jack, but generally the only one I've said it before. Gin's the one I will stay away
fuck
from.
gin.
Vodka, no.
Yeah, I don't mind
Drink vodka.
vodkas.
Vodka's fine.
Vodkas I'll do.
Yeah, gin's the only alcohol I'm really. Oh, I just won't drink.
That and white wine.
Only there's certain gins. There's most gins I won't drink. I've found maybe two that I will.
I know you love the aviation.
The aviation's the
Is that
big-
even
the
his
big one.
company anymore? Did he sell?
He's
off?
still, I think, still
Okay.
part.
And what's the other one?
Fuck, what was it? I don't remember. It's been that long since I've had any.
Not that Bombay.
No,
Bombay Sapphire.
maybe Tanqueray.
Tanqueray.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't remember.
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
I don't
Yeah.
care.
Nice.
Fuck gin. By the way, gin is not a sponsor, and they're not.
But
allowed
it can
to
be.
a sponsor.
Yeah.
Sure, it can
All
be.
right, fine.
Yeah.
Gin can be a
No.
sponsor.
Well, okay, if the producer that makes a certain type of gin becomes a sponsor, I really prefer if they also produce other types of alcohol with that.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah,
Please
you know
and
what?
thank you.
If you want to sponsor us, you provide.
You know what,
That's not
though?
really a thing that happens, though.
What's the thing?
Jack Daniels makes bourbon. That's it.
Oh, there are dedicated companies.
Sure.
Smirnoff makes vodka. That's it.
Yeah. You know
They
one
don't
thing
make-
I've
they don't
never
make
checked
gin.
though. You know one thing I've never checked. Are they subsidiaries?
Probably.
Yeah.
Think of
Yeah.
lot.
I've never actually looked.
They
I'm just
probably
throwing it
know.
out there. Yeah, I'm just throwing it out. I don't know either.
Well, because like I don't know.
Is it
Yeah,
like
I don't know
Coke
if
and
I don't know if it
Pepsi?
is like beer.
Right.
I don't know if it's like beer though. Where like
Yeah, beer
Labatt's-
very unique.
where Labatt's makes
Oh, yeah, well,
Budweiser. and
yeah, yeah.
Blah
Actually,
blah blah.
That's all Anheuser-Busch that owns all. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
still
on
your point.
Anheuser-Busch.
Anheuser-Busch.
Anheuser-Busch. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's to your
Yeah,
point.
but you get the local beers. Like it truly is local.
Yeah,
Like
the
one down
craft
the
guys.
street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like toboggan's toboggan, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they're- yeah. Or
Yeah.
I really enjoy their beer.
me too.
I
Those
really
guys at Forked River, shout out. Those guys. Any of those guys want to sponsor us? Fucking A.
Oh,
I won't
yeah.
drink it, but they can be a sponsor. Sure.
Oh, yeah.
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 I don't know if I've
they can
ever.
bring a non-alcoholic beer.
I don't know if I've had a decent micro. Are they even called
Oh my
microbrews
God.
anymore?
No,
Not
it's all
really,
craft
no.
beer now.
Craft. Yeah. I don't
We
think
have
I've had
so
a
many
decent
good
craft
ones
beer.
in London alone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like the Trailer Park Boys beer was good.
that's good shit.
Freedom 35.
Yep.
That was actually pretty good beer.
And their IPA was good too.
Nice.
And their whiskey was good.
Their Liquormans?
Mhm.
Can't get that anymore, eh?
No, I doubt it.
Nope.
I was lucky to get one bottle.
Yeah, I had a
Yeah.
bottle.
It's nice.
I've had a few.
Yeah.
Tastes like vanilla.
Yeah, it did.
Very, very
Yeah.
vanilla-y.
It was only like $30 too.
Yeah, it was cheap.
relatively cheap. Yeah, it was good.
No, it was
shit.
good shit.
Yeah, look at
I
that.
think it'd be like a novelty kind of thing, but no.
No. Yeah, they were around for a while.
Yeah.
It comes, it goes.
Yeah, Trailer Park Boys. They're great.
Shout out to Trailer Park Boys.
Shout out to Trailer Park
If
Boys.
SwearNet wants to be a sponsor,
Yeah, well, yeah.
fuck yeah.
Wait, would if SwearNet wanted us to join their network, would we do it?
Probably.
Yeah, we'd probably do it.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
Shit, we could probably
Be
get away
hilarious.
with it.
Yeah.
Swear
Oh,
net,
yeah.
and we join them. They ask us to stop swearing.
That'd be funny. I need my bubble jar so we can do a bubble off. I could kick my ass.
You would. He'd
Of
kick
course,
you,
these
he'd
bubbles.
kick you right in the dink.
I know. Well, great to have this.
Right in the kitty.
Yeah. Right in the kitty.
Oh, yeah, very.
Oh, that fucking helicopter sucker. All right.
I think we're done.
I think we're done. Any more distractions we want to discuss?
I don't know.
Anything?
I'm trying to think. Let me think.
I can't. I don't.
Yeah, no, I got nothing more.
Yeah, I'm not really thinking of anything fun to talk about.
No.
I've watched a bunch of things.
I'm working on.
I've been watching a lot of Bewitched.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. It is actually hilarious. I'm watching it kind of like it's a study in what television making was back in the 60s.
Yeah.
Right? I'm kind of looking at it from that because I used to watch it. When I was a kid, we had the TBS, and this is when TBS would run the block of like I think they had like Bewitched in the morning at like 7:30 in the morning, so I'd watch that before school. Then after school, I'd come home and watch like the Munsters and the Addams Family.
Yeah.
So I'd watch a lot of Bewitched when I was a kid, but
Yeah.
I just didn't analyze it like I am now.
Sure. Now you got the
But-
adult eyes.
But man, it's like the shit that would not fly on
Oh,
TV
yeah.
today.
All of those.
Holy fuck! Like the sexism, racism. I have yet to see more than 3 African American people, and I've watched the entire first season, which was 30 episodes,
Wow.
and they were all like bit player, background player kind of thing, like no lines sort of thing.
That's crazy.
It's wild, man.
Yeah.
It's to like analyze it and think about it and like
Yeah. It's nice to see the
it
history
was
of
just
where
so
we came from,
natural.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like there was a line, Larry Tate, Darren's boss there. They were talking about Samantha doing a protest or something like that. And one of the lines was, "I can't believe we gave them the right to vote," and it was like a throwaway line. It wasn't even like a or
You
like a
know,
stop.
or, yeah, it was none of that. It was
Funny.
just like a in passing line.
That is interesting because that is a rhetoric that's coming back. But you're right. If you were to say that just flippantly,
yeah.
people are like, what did you say?
right.
Right? Because we're so far from that point.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what's funny though, because it's one of those. If somebody said it in that same manner now, everybody probably just laugh because it's just an assumption.
yeah, it was like, aha, you're just joking.
Yeah, it's just an
you're right.
assumption
Yeah.
of humor.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that is an
it
interesting
is.
take.
I'm curious now too as to how they colorize things because
Mm.
I know the first few seasons of Bewitched were in black and white,
Right.
but I'm watching them in color.
Oh, they
I'm
actually
getting-
hand color them.
Yeah, each frame,
Yes.
each
Really?
piece of
That's
the
what I was
film.
Yep.
Oh, I guess that is how they did it.
Yeah, that's how they did it.
Do they do it now that way if they go
no,
back
God,
and do?
no. Well, no, I don't know about if they
I don't
redo.
know.
Oh, yeah, I guess if it's technical or whatever, it's already
The
been done.
Christmas one is the one that I always remember. I can never watch the black and white, but the colorized one I enjoy.
Oh,
I
the
talked
It's a
about
Wonderful Life. or
Yes,
something
it's a
like
Wonderful
that.
Life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I have to watch the color version, and what I love about it is you can tell somebody has colored it.
that's
Yeah.
true.
It's weird because like people's teeth are almost gray and shit like that. It's
Yeah.
weird. It's
That's
wild.
crazy.
Yeah. So that's what I've been
That's
kind
fun.
of up to watching
Nice.
1960s TV shows.
Fun fact of TV: do you realize that if it wasn't for Lucille Ball, we may not have? Well, we wouldn't have had Star Trek, which led to the sci-fi boom
Really?
that we had, including Twilight Zone. Yeah,
Really?
it was hers and Desi Arnaz's company, production company.
Desilu.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Desilu.
thank you.
Well, it was Desi Arnaz, but it was the company was called Desilu
Right,
for
company.
Lucy
Yes,
and Desi.
they were the ones that invested and produced the first Star Trek.
Oh yeah, I think I heard about
yeah,
that.
yeah, and then eventually Twilight Zone.
Yeah, cool.
And
Yeah.
if it wasn't for them, that would never have
It may
happened.
not have happened.
Huh.
yeah, yeah,
It wouldn't have
If
happened
it
that
wasn't
same
for
way.
them,
right.
people wouldn't be sleeping in separate beds either
That's true.
because they had Ricky and Lucy beds.
That's true.
I have to admit, I never watched old TV shows growing up. I can't think.
Oh, I
The
did.
oldest I can think of is like the Batman.
What about like Mama's Family and
No.
shit? No,
Archie Bunker.
No.
All in the
Yeah,
Family.
watch that. Yeah,
No.
Watch that. Watch the ones I mentioned previously.
yeah. I remember watching Silver Spoons. I remember watching
Three's Company.
Three's Company. Oh, fucking tons of Three's Company. Yeah, lots of that.
No.
Watching The Jeffersons, one of my favorite shows.
Mhm.
No.
What else did we watch back in the day?
Yeah, the
Thanks,
oldest I watched
TBS.
was.
Back in the day. Yeah.
No, I never watched the old ones, I have to admit.
Nick at Night was the big one, right? The Americans called it Nick at Night, but whatever that was.
No,
here.
it was Nick at Night.
Do we have Nick at Night?
Yeah, we had Nick at Night.
I know we
and
have versions of it. I didn't know
Well,
we have
there
that.
was because I remember when I was a kid, we had one of those big old school satellite dishes that like
Right.
you had the box and you had to choose. The satellite
That's right.
number was like G2 or whatever, right?
Right.
And then channel G253 or
Beam out to Pluto and Pluto.
and then the
sends back.
fucking thing would move,
Right.
And like find the satellite.
I had
But-
a buddy who had one of those. I just loved watching it.
I know, me too. Yeah.
But I
yeah.
remember when we had because my dad had less than legal board in our unit, right?
right.
So what we would get
Less
like
than
fucking
legal.
what we would get.
I think
is,
you're fine. I think you're past the statute of
Yeah, right.
limitations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weekly or monthly or something. I can't remember. But his buddy would give him a sheet with all these codes.
Yeah.
And you'd go to the channel and you'd type in the fucking code, and all of a sudden it would unscramble the channel. So we had fucking thousands of channels, right? I'd be watching feeds from like anything that was syndicated, like
Yeah.
Jeopardy or Wheel of Fortune. They're recorded and broadcast, quote unquote, the day before they air.
Oh, dang.
Right, because all of the smaller stations have to record them and play them at the proper time.
For
Yeah.
sure.
So I'd be watching like Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune the day before other people would be watching, and then I'd watch it with other
Oh,
people
that's
at
the
the right
best.
time.
That's
And
the
I'd
best.
know all the answers.
Oh my
But,
god.
But I remember Nickelodeon when it first started. So they had Nick at Night, which was like a block of X amount of hours
yeah.
that would show all these old shows and shit like that. But then they had a TV channel called Deja Vu,
Right.
which might be what you're thinking of.
I think that's
And then it was an entire TV channel,
like, yeah.
Leave It to Beaver and all that.
I'm definitely
shit.
thinking of that. That was what I was.
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
Same. It was basically the Nick at Night channel.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it was that's what I watched a lot of that kind of shit.
Nice.
Brady Bunch.
Brady Bunch. Yeah.
Watched a lot of Brady Bunch too.
I don't know if I had any specific times watching it. I just know I watched a bunch of it as I grew up. You know what I mean? Like it was always.
I was
presence.
aware of it. I never watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was all fine. I liked all of that. I love all that stuff. It's all the
I don't know why it appeals to me so much. It's
nostalgia.
Part
You're
of it
very
would
much
be.
a fan of the medium,
Yeah.
so you get to kind of see how that sausage was
I
made.
find a lot of those things are like stage plays in front of a camera.
Yep.
Like,
Oh, yeah, back
I'm not
then,
saying
yeah.
that
Sure.
today it's not that way. It very much is. If you think
Not
of shows,
really.
well, if you think of shows like Friends, anything that's in
But
front of like a
that's-
studio
buddy,
audience,
buddy,
kind of
that's
thing.
30 years ago
Yeah,
now.
it's true. That's
right. 20 years
those
ago
kind of
now.
sitcoms are definitely few and far between now, eh?
They really are. You know what I
The-
mean? Like Modern Family was the last, and that was a single,
That wasn't
single
even
camera sitcom. It
and
wasn't
not
even-
in front of a live
Yeah.
studio.
Well, has there been a live? I mean, other than the kind of failed
that
Netflixy
show.
ones.
There's that show. What is it? The Neighborhood with
Oh, right.
Cedric the Entertainer.
Yep, Shaw's. Yep, those
Stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's a few out there.
But I'm thinking like going back to Bewitched, like you can almost tell that there's no overhead lighting. It's all
Right.
spotlight.
Yeah.
Because there's always shadows
yeah,
behind
Yeah.
the actors, right?
That's
it's
fun.
like, wow, man.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Different
It's wild.
time. It's different.
It's
Time.
wild.
Yeah, it's interesting when you think of that world, and everyone thinks, you got to be right place, right time. Yeah, but also people are just making it up too. You know
Well,
what I mean?
back then, for sure, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's, I don't know.
Well, it was
Crazy.
entirely new mediums things. It's
Yeah.
no different than now with the internets, YouTubes,
Yep.
channels like we're
Everybody's-
watching the crazy people.
Everybody's trying to
Tap
find their way,
themselves.
right? That's what's going
Oh, yeah.
on. Everyone's just
Yeah.
trying to.
Some
Well,
shit.
this is us. This is what we do on our
Yeah,
podcast.
that's
We're,
true.
just-
Yeah.
we're
We're
putting our shit
leading the
together.
way.
We're leaders in our field, people.
Of course
And
we
our
are.
our
Well,
30s are fans.
They know
that.
this.
Yeah, they know
Oh,
this.
they know
That's
this.
right. Yeah.
Our 32s of fans now.
32 is a fan. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I looked in a while.
Yeah, actually, it's always one of those things. Don't look, because what if it went down?
I know. Yeah, I know. I don't tell you guys the bad weeks, okay? I just tell you guys the good ones, okay? Yeah, I'm a leader of positivity, not one of negativity.
I mean, hey, we got 0 comments, so there's no bad ones.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah. We're doing something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
All right.
no comments are good comments.
Exactly. Should we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, we done.
Yes, please.
That's what she said.
About damn time. Took a while. Whole episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stuck it in there early, but we were talking over it. So
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I didn't hear her say anything.
You stuck it in good. Anyways, let's wrap this up. And you out there, what'd you think of our distracted discussion? Did you like our topics? We want to hear from you. Let us know what's going on with your 2024 and everything we talked about in our comment section, on our Discord. If you find us online, you can find us on the Twitter or the X. I think I'm just going to call it Twitter because X sounds stupid. YouTube. Anywhere online. We're there.
Instagram.
Sarcastic Distraction. Instagram.
My face.
Book face.
Bookspace.
Yeah, book space. Oh, there's with that. Why don't we make that? Anyway,
Right?
we want to hear from you. Please keep the conversation going with us out there in the online worlds. And if you like what we're doing, support us through our little Buy Me a Coffee link. Throw us some monies to help keep the studio running and some bubblies and all that good stuff. And if you're not feeling well in the mental department, January is a hard month for everybody, so you are not alone. And if it's important to talk about that stuff, so you matter not just to us, but those around you. So if you can't find anybody to talk to about the stuff that's going on inside of your head, we're going to have some links so you can seek out the help that you might need. But until next time, I've been Harvey.
I'm to Dave.
I have a joke.
Oh, shit.
Oh, here we go.
It's a quick one.
Never.
What has 5 toes and isn't your foot?
Your foot.
Yeah. You can tell who's the dad in the room.
Yes. Surrounded by dad jokes.
Oh.
Yes. And that was AJ. You just got yourself sarcastically distracted. Thanks so much for hanging out with us in our fun program.
That's what she said.
Have a great night.
Bye now.
Peace.